The sky is barely waking, brushed with silver soft and thin. The morning train pulls into view, like a chance to start again. I stand there on the platform with a suitcase full of days, every one a faded lesson in the art of losing ways. But something in the sunlight kisses hope back into me, like the city saying softly, son, it's time to finally see. The morning train to Mercy Street rolls in gentle, rolls in slow, carrying a kind of healing only weary hearts can know. Yeah, the rails hum quiet mercy, and I'm ready just to go. I take a seat by the window, let the skyline drift behind. Funny how a simple sunrise can unclutter up the mind. People bored with stories written deep across their eyes. Some are tired, some are broken, some are learning how to ride. Maybe peace ain't fireworks, maybe grace comes soft and sweet. Maybe mercy, just a moment found in early morning heat. The engine breathes a rhythm like a promise in my chest, and I whisper to the daylight, Lord, I'm trying, doing my best. The train slides through the sunrise, guiding miles beneath my feet, and I feel my spirit soften on the way to Mercy Street.
Sign below is buzzing, flickering blue against the night. The old record store still open, bathing vinyl dreams in light. I climb the narrow staircase, same one we used to know. Each step creaks out a memory of the love that helped me grow. The window in our bedroom overlooks the neon glow. We'd fall asleep to music from the turntables below. The window above the record store still sings our life in tune, from sweet slow blues at midnight to soft jazz under the moon. Yeah, the echoes linger gently like the ghost of me and you. I touch the chilly glass pane, feel the hum of life outside. Funny how the quiet moments hold the truths we used to hide. I see our shadows dancing on the wall from years ago, and though the room is empty now, the warmth refuses to go. Maybe love becomes an echo in the corners where we live. Maybe time don't steal the memories, just softens what they give. A guitar riff drifts upward from the shop beneath my feet, and suddenly the whole world feels remembering and sweet. I stand there in the silence as the night hums evermore by the soft and golden window above the old record store.
Twilight settles easy on the bricks of Dearborn Street. My footsteps tap a rhythm with the city's quiet beat. Every lamppost feels familiar, every breeze recalls your name. Funny how these gentle evenings always bring you back the same. I walk past old brownstones where you used to wait for me, leaning on the railing softly, smiling like a melody. Soft footsteps on Dearborn Street, walking steady, walking true. Every echo in the pavement feels like walking next to you. Yeah, the night holds gentle memories in the spaces we once knew. Couple laughs behind me, holding hands beneath the glow. Their joy drifts through the twilight like a song I used to know. I pause beside the corner where you pulled me in so tight, and for a moment in the stillness, your warmth returns tonight. I walk past old brownstones where you used to wait for me, steps on Dearborn Street, walking steady, walking true. Every echo in the pavement feels like walking next to you. Yeah, the night holds gentle memories in the spaces we once knew. Maybe healing takes us walking through the paths that feel like home. The wind grows soft and tender, like it's brushing off my pain. And I breathe in old Dearborn till I feel myself again. The night grows deep and quiet, but my heart feels more complete with the comfort of your memory on old Dearborn Street. Lamplight spills behind me, casting halos on the ground. Every step feels like a secret, only night can wrap around. I walk in quiet comfort, let the cool wind kiss my face, thinking about the things I lost and the ones I can't replace. Shadows stretch beside me, moving gentle with a glow. Feels like all my lonely nights are finally learning how to go. Lamplight over my shoulders, warm as forgiveness on my skin. Every circle on the pavement lets a little mercy in. Yeah, the night feels kind and steady, like it wants to call me friend. I pass the alley's doorway, where I once broke down inside. But tonight the grief feels softer, like a wave turned by the tide. The taxi hums in distance, headlights drifting through the blur, and the world feels somehow lighter. Every breath a whispered cure. Maybe he like a glow you never see. Maybe peace don't shine in front, but warms the shadows quietly. So I keep on moving slowly. Let the lamplight guide me through, and feel the past grow gentle as the night turns something new. My footsteps fade in amber as the world grows calm and older, and I walk with quiet gratitude for lamplight on my shoulder. Steam curls from the window, fogging up the glass with gold. The little cafe on the corner still warms me like it did of old. I push the door real softly, hear the bell ring soft and low. Memories flood the tables where I used to watch you go. This place once held my heartbreak when my nights were steeped in blue. But somehow in the quiet hum, it kept guiding me back through. The cafe that saved my evenings still feels gentle, warm, alive, pouring comfort in a coffee cup when my soul could barely drive. Yeah, those whispers in the lamplight helped me slowly, softly survive. Miss Clara in her apron still brings coffee with a smile. Says, son, you're looking lighter. Guess you healed a bit this while. I stir the warmth beside me, let the moment fill my chest. Funny how a simple cafe held my sorrow like a guest. Maybe healing needs a shelter, just a room with quiet light, a place to sip your courage back till the world feels less like night. I sit here breathing slowly, watching raindrops kiss the street, and thank the humble cafe walls for holding me when I felt weak. The evening hums around me, soft as mercy taking wing, in the cafe that saved my evening, where my blues learn how to sing.
carrying secrets through the night. I stand beneath the fading dust, letting wrongs drift out of sight. There are words I never gave you, though they ached inside my chest. And tonight I let them wander where the twilight feels its best. The city breeze around me, softest sorrow on the air. Funny how the quiet wind feels like someone standing there. Quiet apologies in the wind, floating somewhere past the pain. Every whisper is a truth I was too afraid to name. Yeah, the breeze forgives me softly in a way you never came. I'm not asking for redemption, not expecting you to hear. These confessions on the night wind aren't for you, they're for my fear. Streetlights hum like wisdom, casting halos on my skin. And I breathe a little deeper as the healing settles in. Maybe forgiveness starts in silence, where the world don't judge your past. Maybe wind can hold the stories that the heart lets go at last. I close my eyes and whisper, let the breeze take every sound. Feel a weight get lifted as my sorrow leaves the ground. Night settles soft around me like an old familiar friend. While my soul grows just a bit more whole. With apologies in the wind.
dark and steady under storm. The bridge above hangs ancient, like a spine, a weathered bone. I walk down by the columns where the echoes like to hide. Every secret that I buried sleeps along the riverside. The water hums a story, deep and low beneath the beams. Feels like all my past mistakes flow between the fading gleams. Under the bridge where secrets sleep, I come to lay mine down. Let the river hold their weight. Let the night not hear a sound. Yeah, the darkness feels forgiving as it wraps the underground. I whisper things I never said to the stillness in the air. Not for ghosts or for redemption, just to finally breathe them there. The street above keeps humming, cars like thunder overhead. But down here in the shadows, all my noisy fears turn dead. Maybe healing starts in silence, where confession doesn't call, where the river learns your burden and returns them gently lost. I touch the mossy railing, feel the night lean into me, and leave a piece of sorrow in the river's quiet plea. The bridge looms tall above me, watching secrets that I keep. But I rise just a little lighter, where the quiet shadows sleep.
drapes off around me, like a blanket stitched in blue, and the moon hangs bright above me, like it's watching what I do. I walk a lonely sidewalk with a tired, heavy mind, till the shimmer on the pavement lifts a little weight behind. The moonlight warms my shoulders like a hand that knows my name. Funny how a silver glow can wipe away a little shame. A smile I borrowed from the moon lights the corners of my soul. Every worry feels much smaller, every heartbreak less in control. Yeah, that gentle glowing crescent makes the broken edges whole. A breeze drifts through the treetops, rustling secrets soft and slow, and the night feels like a blessing that the daylight doesn't know. I breathe in quiet comfort, let my chest rise light and free, and the shadows fall behind me like the blues I used to be. Maybe joy is something borrowed, like a glow you cannot keep. But sometimes it's enough to guide you when the road is rough and steep. I lift my face toward heaven, let the silver kiss my skin, and feel the soft renewal growing gently from within. I turn toward home with mercy, footsteps warm beneath the tune, and my heart still softly shining from a smile I stole from the moon. Waves tap on the shoreline like a knock that never quits. The old bench by the lake waits where my heavy heart once sits. I lower down in silence, let the cold wind kiss my face, and the water seems to listen like it knows my fragile place. The city hums behind me, but the lake stays calm and deep, holding every whispered sorrow that I never meant to keep. The bench by the lake that listened still remembers all my fears, heard the tremble in my secrets, saw the truth truth behind my tears. Yeah, it held my quiet confessions through the loneliest of years. A couple ducks drift slowly, cutting ripples soft and light, and somehow in their gentle glide my pain feels less tonight. I breathe the scent of water, let the coolness fill my chest, and oh, this tired wooden bench always offered me its rest. Maybe healing lives in stillness, maybe peace lives in the breeze, maybe lakes can read our stories by the way we bend our knees. The clouds drift soft above me, painting silver on the waves, and for once I feel forgiven by the moment that it gave. I rise with newfound softness, leave the water calm and bright, and the bench stays there in quiet, still listening to the night. Wind cut sharp and frosty down the long November street. My hands are stiff and trembling, but my heart keeps steady heat. I tuck them down in pockets, feel the fabric hug my skin, and the cold don't feel so heavy when the warmth comes from within. The streetlights glow like fire, burning gold across the snow. Funny how a winter evening makes the smallest comfort grow. Cold hands, warm pockets, yeah, I'm learning what it means, that the heart can make its shelter under harsh and icy scenes. Yeah, the blues feel slightly softer when your soul stays warm and clean. I pass a man still sweeping, shoveling sidewalks in the night. He grins and says, now ain't it something, how the cold makes love shine bright. I laugh beneath my collar, let the truth soak through my coat, and breathe a little deeper where the calm begins to flow. Maybe warmth ain't always fire, maybe peace ain't something loud. Sometimes it's quiet, hidden, like a whisper in a crowd. My steps grow slow and steady as the wind begins to fade, and I thank the night for showing how small comforts still are made. My fingers thaw in rhythm as my heart keeps steady knocks. Yet at night the cold feels kinder with warm hands inside my pockets.
Snow drifts on the doorway, soft as feathers on the stone. The old church bells are sleeping, and the street feels all my own. I climb the weathered staircase, let the cold rest on my knees. Funny how the winter quiet makes a broken heart feel eased. A soft glow from the windows falls like blessing on my face, and for once I feel forgiven by this worn and sacred place. Snowlight on the old church steps, shining silver through the cold. Every breath a whispered mercy, every moment soft and bold. Yeah, the stillness keeps a promise that my soul can gently hold. Distant choir, faint as memories in the wind, and each note feels like a healing of the fears I kept within. I close my eyes a moment, let the frost kiss every doubt. Sometimes quiet winter mornings show you truths you live without. Maybe hope is pale and simple, like a soft light on the stone. Maybe grace is just a moment when you don't feel so alone. I stand and breathe the silence, let the cold wash through my chest, and leave the church steps lighter, knowing peace gave me its best. Snow drifts down around me, soft and gentle where it slept, and I walk away more steady from the old church steps it kept.
There's a lantern on my table, dusted gold and worn with time. I kept it for the nights when life fell out of step and rhyme.
Tonight I strike a matchstick, watch the flame grow slow and small. Funny how a little flicker can outshine the biggest fall. The room warms with a whisper, like a blessing on my skin. And suddenly the world feels softer than the shape I'm standing in. The lantern I kept for myself burns a quiet, healing glow, lighting corners in my spirit where the hurting wouldn't go. Yeah, the flame reminds me gently of the strength I didn't know. I used to fear the darkness, used to tremble at the night, but now I see how shadows move when your heart holds its own light. I breathe in calm around me, let the warmth unwind the ache, and feel the truth come closer. Even broken souls awake. Maybe hope is just a candle hidden deep inside the chest, waiting for the night to ask it to rise up and do its best. I cup my hands around it, let its radiance fill the room, and feel my spirit blooming like a flower free to bloom. The lantern glows beside me like a promise that I'm well, and I smile at the small salvation in the flame I kept myself. Oh, oh, oh. Street lamps hum like prophets, casting halos on the ground. I stand where two roads cross me, where my fears once kept me bound. Halsted hums its story, softest footsteps from the past. I've walked this corner many nights till the hurt went numb at last. But tonight the air feels brighter, like the world is making room for a heart that's tried for ages just to be beyond its gloom. At the corner of Hope and Halsted, I breathe courage through the night. Every shadow steps back slowly, every sorrow thins in light. Yeah, this place has stood beside me till my soul learned how to fight. A bus rolls past in silver, kicking sparks along the street, and each one feels like fireflies dancing softly at my feet. Oh, I listen to the city, hear its pulse and steady tone, like it's saying, son, you made it.
You don't have to walk alone. Maybe hope hides in the pavement, where our pain has worn it thin. Maybe strength grows slow and steady, where the long roads all begin. I close my eyes and thank it for the nights it held me tight, at the corner of hope and Halsted, where my heart relearned its life. Oh, the night turns warm around me, soft as a mercy, glowing gold. And I walk toward a gentler dawn, on the corner where I unfold. I shake the frost from my shoulders as the night slips off my skin. My coat still smells like winter, where the snowfall settles in. I hang it by the doorway, let the cold fade in the air. But somehow in the fading chill, I feel the ghost of you still there. We used to walk through January, hand in hand along the lake, sharing scarves and quiet laughter, till the dawn began to break. My coat still smells like winter, like the warmth we used to share. Every thread holds frozen memories, every breath recalls your care. Yeah, the season keeps its story, even when you're not still there. My hands along it, feel the stitching soft and warm, and remember how you wrapped me when the nights grew long and torn. But the room tonight feels gentle, no more heavy aching frost, just a quiet sense of closure for the love I thought I lost. Maybe winter teaches patience, maybe cold reveals the truth, that the heart can thaw in silence and make peace with distant youth. Leave the coat still hanging, let the warmth reclaim the room, and know that even winter fades when forgiveness starts to bloom. I dim the lights in silence, let the soft night kiss my skin, but my coat still holds a whisper of the winters I've been in.
sky is barely whispering, a pale blue stitched with gray, and the softest hour before sunrise holds the weight of yesterday. My breath hangs like confession in the cold and gentle air, and every step feels lighter than the burdens I used to bear. Street lamps fade to amber as the night begins to go, and somewhere in the quiet I feel forgiveness start to grow. In the softest hour before sunrise, I can hear my heart beat true. No more echoes from the shadows, no more ghosts of losing you. Yeah, the dawn holds gentle mercy in its tender silver hue. A sparrow stirs above me, shaking off the midnight cold, and its flutter in the branches feels like courage taking hold. I pause beside a window, see my breath against the glass, and smile at how the darkness finally learned to let me pass. Beside us when the world is soft and still. Maybe sunrise paints our bruises with the colors of goodwill. The light comes slow and golden, warming shadows on the street, and the softest hour before sunrise puts new rhythm in my feet. The city wakes behind me with a quiet, steady rise, and I step into the daylight from the softest of sunrise. A dusty bill above the doorway rings a note, bold, sharp and sweet. The old bookshop smells of history, leather, ink, and worn out heat. I walk between the aisles slow, where our laughter used to flow, reading poems out of nowhere, leaving love in every quote. The wooden floorboards creaking sing the chorus of our past, and the silence here reminds me some moments aren't meant to last. In the bookshop where time sat still, I feel pages turning me, stories tucked in faded covers, whispers of who we used to be. Yeah, the past feels almost gentle, like an old forgiving plea. I touch a worn-out novel with a bookmark still inside, and wonder if you left it here the last time we tried to hide. A poet's lines fall open, speaking truths we never said. Words like mercy, love, and longing, softest footsteps of the dead. Maybe time don't move in places where our hearts once dared to speak. Baby, echoes keep on living in the corners where we're weak. I close the book in silence, let the quiet fill my chest, and thank this little bookshop for the years it held our best. I step back to the city with a calm I couldn't will, carrying stories from the bookshop where the world once stood still. Where the world once stood still.
I open up the closet where the years hang side by side. Every jacket holds a season, every tear I couldn't hide. There's the coat I wore in springtime when we danced along the pier, and the heavy one from winter when I held you warm and near. I run my hand through fabric, let the memories come alive. Funny how a worn out collar can remind you you survived. Old jackets in the backroom closet still carry who I used to be. Every pocket filled with echoes, every thread a memory. Yeah, the past hangs soft and weathered, but it doesn't trouble me. I lift the one from heartbreak, feel the chill of lonely nights. How I walk through storms inside me till the dawn restored my sight. Then I find that faded denim, frayed with laughter at the seams. Lord, the summer of forgiveness feels like waking from a dream. Maybe healing's found in closets where the versions of us rest. Maybe love grows through the layers of the lives we gave our best. I close the door in silence,
Let the memories settle slow and walk away a little lighter than the man from long ago. Breeze behind me as the dust begins to drift. Yeah, those jackets in the closet gave my heart a quiet lift. Hum low and lonely as a streetcar rounds the bend. Yellow lights cut through the twilight like a message from a friend. I stand where we would linger, sharing whispers in the cold, talking dreams we couldn't shape yet, stories waiting to unfold. The streetcar door swings open, empty seats and quiet road, and I swear I hear you laughing in the rhythm as it slows, where the streetcar turns for home. I feel memories touch my sleeve, every mile a silent comfort, every curve a small reprieve. Yeah, the night feels soft and steady in the truths I now believe. I take a seat by the window, watch the city slipping past, all the neon painted corners, all the nights we couldn't last. But somehow the wheels sound kinder than the echoes in my chest, and the ride feels like a promise that my soul can find its rest. Maybe healing rides beside you when the world feels still and warm. Maybe home is just a moment carried gently through the storm. The streetcar hits its turning, humming soft as lullaby, and I breathe a deeper comfort under calm Chicago sky. The doors slide open slowly as the rails release their tone. Yeah, I found a bit of peace tonight, where the streetcar turns for home. Where the streetcar turns for home. The rooftop quiet wind across the tile, and the city lights below me blink like they've been watching miles. I used to come up here broken, with a voice too scared to rise. Let the skyline hold my secrets as I stared at empty skies. But tonight the dusk feels softer, like it's listening with care, and I feel my spirit lifting in the cool September air. Yeah. The rooftop where I learned to speak again still holds my trembling truth, every whisper born in silence, every bruise from fading youth. Yeah, this open sky remembers how I found my voice in you. I let my fears fall downward through the alleys far below. Every doubt I used to cradle now feels lighter in its glow. A distant train starts calling, like a friend from long ago, and its rhythm feels like courage rolling deep inside my soul. Maybe words return in breezes, maybe strength comes soft and thin, maybe healing starts the moment you let quiet voices in. The sunset paints forgiveness, burning gold across the scene, and I stand there breathing freely in a moment built from dreams. The night climbs slow behind me as the city hums within. On the rooftop where my spirit learned to finally speak again. The lamp burns soft and amber, casting halos on the floor. The kitchen hums in silence, like it's heard this all before. I sit beside my coffee, let the warmth rest in my hands, and the glow across the tile helps my weary heart make plans. Your laughter once lived here nightly, dancing shadows on the wall, Now the quiet feels like comfort, not a punishment at all. Lamp glow on the kitchen tile, holding stories in its light. Every corner shaped by heartache, every moment shaped by night. Yeah, the stillness feels like healing, soft and golden, calm and bright. I trace my thumb in circles on the mug you left behind. Funny how a simple object holds a map of your old mind. But I'm learning to stay steady, let the silence guide me through. And tonight the gentle lamplight feels like something born anew. Maybe peace is found in kitchens, in the hours no one sees. Maybe love returns in whispers through the small domestic breeze. I breathe a moment slowly, let the warmth unclench my chest, and thank the quiet lamplight for the ways it treats me best. The night folds soft around me as the glow begins to smile, and my heart rests healed and honest on the gentle kitchen tile. A tiny flame is dancing on the balcony tonight, a soft and trembling fire in the fading purple light. I cup my hands around it, shield it gently from the wind, and the flame feels like a promise only twilight could begin. The city hums below me with 1,000 stories wide, but this little spark of quiet keeps me steady from inside. Quiet fires on the balcony rail, burning small but burning true. Every flicker whispers courage, every glow rewrites a blue. Yeah, the night feels softer, braver when a flame stands guard with you. I breathe the smoke of evening
let it wander through my chest, and suddenly my worn out thoughts feel a little more at rest. Your name drifts up in memory like a ghost unsure to stay, but the flame says don't you worry, you will find another way. Maybe strength comes in the small things, not the thunder or the roar. Maybe hearts ignite in pieces till they shine a little more. The wind grows kind around me, stars peek through the city's veil, and I stand in wordless healing by this fire on the rail. The flame grows low and gentle, like a blessing calm and frail, and I say thanks to the evening for this quiet fire on the rail.
The alley hums in shadows with a pulse I used to know. The bricks still whisper stories of the nights I let go slow. I walk beneath the lamplight where my younger fears once stood. Every crack along the pavement tells me how I understood. This alley used to haunt me, held my heartbreak in its hands, but tonight it feels much softer, like it finally understands. The alleyway that called me back still knows who I used to be. All the broken, lonely versions, all the nights I failed to see. Yeah, it holds my hidden history, but it no longer burdens me. A stray cat drifts beside me, eyes like lanterns in the dark, and I smile at how the shadows no longer bite or leave a mark. Graffiti on the doorway spells forgiveness in a swirl. Funny how a painted message can untangle half beautiful world. Maybe peace lives in the places where we once fell to our knees. Maybe alleys keep our secrets till we're strong enough to leave. I breathe the midnight steady. Let the past slip off my back. And feel the night grow lighter. In the alley calling me back. I turn towards brighter corners as the shadows fade to black, leaving that old alleyway with no reason to look back. There's a chipped old cup on my counter, stained with mornings long gone by. Its handle worn from old routines, its silence warm as lullaby. I pick it up in daylight, feel the memory on my skin. Funny how a simple object holds a story we lived in. You'd fill it up at sunrise, hum your favorite bluesy tune. Steam would dance above your fingers like a blessing from the moon. The coffee cup I never threw away still whispers you to me. Every mark a tiny moment, every crack a memory. Yeah, I kept it through the heartache, 'cause it held our history. Tried once to replace it, tried to buy a newer one, but nothing pulled the warmth the same. Nothing felt like morning sun. So now it sits in quiet, like a relic soft and true. And on nights when I feel empty, it reminds me I came through. Maybe love survives in fragments, in the things we choose to say. Maybe healing blooms in objects that the heart refused to wait. I'll pour myself some coffee, let the glow fill up my chest, and know this little cup remains, so my spirit can rest. I place it by the window, where the gentle shadows play. Yeah, my heart still finds its comfort in the cup I didn't throw away. This old streetlight flickers softly where the pavement meets the shore. It's the last glow of the city before the river hums once more. I stand beneath this halo, let the wind press on my coat, and the water whispers something like a half-forgotten note. This is where I used to wander when my nights were full of ache, walking slow beside the river, trying hard not to break. The last street light before the river knows a man I used to be. Every tear I dropped in silence, every truth I couldn't see, yeah, its glow has kept me steady. When the night leaned into me, tonight the breeze feels kinder, like the past has learned to rest, and the river's gentle rhythm beats in time with my own chest. Reflections dance like silver, painting stories on the tide, and for once I feel the quiet holes I used to hide. Maybe endings aren't so final, maybe choices lead us home, maybe river paths grow wider when we're not afraid to roam. I breathe the night around me, let the lamplight lose its gleam, and step towards flowing waters with a heart prepared to dream. The streetlight fades behind me, soft as blessings softly given, and I walk into the stillness where the river keeps its rhythm. River breeze and silver, under moonlight soft and slow, and my footsteps feel much lighter than the ones from long ago. I used to wander nighttime like a prisoner to the dark. Each shadow held my failures, each echo struck my heart. But tonight the sky feels open, like it's lifting off my pain, and the breeze that once felt heavy now blows mercy through my veins. When the night finally let me go, I felt warm beneath my chest. All the fears that used to hold me fell away and came to rest. Yeah, the darkness bowed out gently, like a ghost I once caressed. Water tells a story, one I've needed for so long, that even broken men find sunrise when they learn their quiet song. I pause beside the railing, let the moon kiss every scar. Realize I've traveled farther than my doubts believed I'd are. Maybe healing comes in whispers, not in thunder, not in flame. Maybe freedom is a feeling when you speak your truest name. Night grows pale and tender as the first dawn starts to show, and I breathe a deeper courage than my soul has ever known. I walk into the morning with a heart both brave and slow. Yeah, my spirit found its daylight when the night let me go.